Jayvon, how's the first spring going for you?
It's been great.
Yeah? How so?
Really just learning, getting out there, figuring out like what we got to do, stuff like that. So.
Where are you working at mostly right now?
Right guard.
Right guard?
Yeah.
I believe you were tackle in high school, right?
Yeah, I played left tackle in high school.
So what's this transition been like?
The transition's been great, actually. I mean, I think playing tackle in high school helped me out a lot going into the interior because I have pretty much quicker feet than the guys on the inside. So I use that to my advantage. And I use my arm length to my advantage as well playing on the inside because the guys are kind of, closer in the lower box. So.
What's it like having 4 offensive line coaches helping you guys out?
Great. I mean, every single one of them talks the same thing. So that's the biggest part for me because, I can go to Coach Bowen, I can go to Coach Dickey, I can go to Coach Johnson, I can go to Coach Fields, and they all are going to tell me the same thing, and they all are there just to help. Like, I can meet with Coach Field, Coach Johnson, Coach Dickey every day. They'll always make time for me. Anytime I pick up my phone and call them and ask for a meeting, they're there. So it's amazing.
Jayvon, how's it been getting to know those guys? Obviously, you were in a tough spot where you came in early, and Coach Fry, and then all of a sudden he's gone to the NFL. What's it been like getting to know the new guys?
They made it pretty easy to get to know them for real because Coach Bowen, he kind of recruited me out of high school a little bit when he was there at Virginia Tech. And when he first came in, I remember we were doing our spring workouts, and he kind of just gave the vibe like he's a great dude. Like he really wanted to build connections with us. So it's been amazing.
What's been the biggest adjustment you've had to make since coming in?
The biggest adjustment I would have to say is just really buying in to the culture, because we're a big culture program. We keep the culture, and no matter what's going on, we are going to be the same way. So just kind of buying in and stuff like that.
You got to go to a couple of those bowl games and kind of see what that experience was like. What did that kind of do for you to help prepare you to do it yourself?
It was crazy because it was my first time actually watching games from the field. So I actually got to see steps. I got to see play calling. I got to see Coach Fry actually coaching those guys up on the sideline and actually figure out the talk that he's talking.
For freshman offensive linemen, patience is required, right? Because it's a developmental position, as they say. As a guy who comes from high school where you're playing a lot, how do you kind of reset coming in as an offensive lineman, knowing it may be a year or two before you start to get real playing time?
You kind of just want to learn from those guys that have been here because, like you said, it's kind of tough coming in and being a young guy and then going against different fronts you might never seen before and talking different knowledge that you might not talk before. But for me, it's been kind of a learning process, but I'm picking up on it. I get very great coaching every day, and the older guys do a great job of communicating. So it's kind of been really easy actually.
9 different guys started last year. Like, what does that mean for this room in terms of you guys know you have to be prepared for anything? Mm-hmm. Like, so how do you prepare for that basically?
Just coming every day ready to work and coming with that mindset that we all need each other. It's not just one guy this, one guy that. No, it's 5 guys out there, and those 5 guys that are going to be out there, they got to be able to trust their brother. And the guys that are on the sideline, we got to be out there cheering on our brothers. And when our names are called, or whoever names is called, you got to be able to step up.
How important is that early on, like right now for you, trying to instill that your teammates can trust you?
Just coming every day with the mindset that I'm here to work. Like, I come in the building, I come into Woody, and they know that I'm here to work. They know that I'm not here to play around. They know that I'm coming in the meeting, asking questions, trying to figure out what's going on, picking the older guys' brains, standing out to practice, and getting extra work.
You talked about kind of seeing improvements already. Where have you seen that the most in your game?
I want to say knowing the game of football. Okay. That was the biggest improvement for me because, coming out of high school is kind of a lot more simpler. Yeah. Coming to a place like Ohio State, you got to know your stuff. Yeah. You feel me? And Coach gives us a good look. I'm talking about Coach Burr, okay. The defensive coordinator. He gives great looks, different looks, and yeah.
Is that through film work that you start to see that the most? Kind of the knowledge of the game, not necessarily the on-field stuff?
Yeah, I want to say the film room and on the field because you can work on it in the field room and you can work on it on the board, but if you can't take it to the field, then none of that really matters.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good. How are you?
Good.
Generally, first question for the true freshman: how's spring going for you right now?
It's going really good. It's a lot of learning, a lot of just picking up the speed of the game, kind of. So just trying to get better and better each day. So it's really good so far.
What's the most difficult part of it?
I'd say like right now, just like it's not, you're not in high school anymore. It's not just like go find a man and block him. Like it's just everything's just totally. It's more complex. So I'd say that's definitely the toughest part right now. But that's just like get better with that by meeting and just going through it every day. So
where are you playing mostly right now?
right now, left guard. I'm taking reps at left guard.
You spent a lot of time out here in camps working to get that offer, right?
Yeah.
To be here, to be doing it now, I know it's early, but
Yep.
does it feel surreal? Does it feel like you accomplished? I mean, what kind of is your thought process as you are here as a Buckeye, as opposed to trying to earn that?
I wouldn't. I mean, like for me, kind of like high school, like that's done with. Like that journey, like that's done. Like I'm here now. It's not really so surreal. It's just like, all right, like I'm here. Like let's get ready to work. Let's just keep improving each day, keep stacking days. So I mean, I wouldn't really say it's like surreal that I'm here. It's more just like it's not like you get to wake up and like you're a Buckeye. Like you work, train here every day. So I mean, that's
You
just,
earned that though, right? I mean, is that how you look at it? Like,
yeah, definitely. I did earn that, but just now it's just like we're here now. Like let's just go forward.
so you've got to get what's next, right?
Yeah,
You've got to
yep.
climb up the depth chart,
Yeah.
those type of things. Okay.
Yep, yes sir.
You obviously committed under Justin Fry, now with Tyler Bowen. What has that relationship been like with Tyler over these last few months?
It's been really good. I love Coach Bowen. The guys who came in with him too, Coach Dickey, Coach Johnson, Coach Fields, they're all great guys. Definitely great O-line coaches. Like you get feedback from all of them and they're all on the same page every day. So it's really good having them. I'm really happy Bowen's here and just it's exciting for sure.
What have you learned, do you think, over these last couple of weeks of spring ball and bunch of workouts, I guess? And where do you think your biggest growth has been?
I'd say my biggest growth has definitely been probably like a strength factor, I'd say. Like that's definitely like from the winter, it'd definitely be like the strength, and then working in through spring ball more, just being more focused, kind of like being more calm, kind of, if that makes sense. Like just not freaking out before the play, like what am I doing, just playing football. I'd say that's probably my biggest growth has been so far.
How is practice different with 4 offensive line coaches? I mean, do you feel like it has changed the way that you're getting reps and under reps, etc.?
No, I mean, like after every play, like you're getting feedback from everyone, so like it's great because you'll have Coach Bowen and Coach Johnson still coaching the 1s or the 3s or the 2s, and then like when you're running off the field, you got Coach Dickey or someone else like coaching you up, telling you what to do. So I mean, I think it's really awesome that we are capable to have 4 coaches in the room with us. So that's definitely been a great
Have you been
help.
strictly at center, or are you playing some guard?
Playing left guard right now, yes sir.
Do you feel like there's a shift to center potentially down the road? Or,
I don't
your
know.
recruitment, that was obviously
Yeah.
a big part of it, right?
I don't know yet. I mean, just left guard. That's what I've been taking reps at right now. That's just how it's been. I'm good.
As a freshman offensive lineman, I think patience is pretty important just because of the developmental part of that position. How do you, as a guy who was playing a lot in high school, how do you develop that patience, knowing it might be a year or two before you're out on the field?
I take it as like, you just got to keep just stacking days. Like you can't get down on yourself if you're not playing. Like you just got to keep developing. Like the guys we have in our room are awesome. Like all the upperclassmen like Luke, Josh, Austin, I already said Austin, Carson, Tegra, like all those guys. Like they're great dudes. So it's really awesome being able to learn from them. Like watch them, get mental reps of them every day, see what they're doing, and then just take that back and just use what they use. So I mean, it's definitely just like keep stacking days, just keep working. Don't really pay attention about that. Just work. That's really my mindset.
The interior offensive line obviously has a lot of guys who played a lot of football, played a lot of important football. Who have you kind of leaned on in your early time here in Ohio State to try and just learn various things and kind of learn some things?
Definitely, I'd say Luke Montgomery. That's a guy who like I just every practice when I'm not in, I'm just watching him take his reps, like see what he's doing when he has like a 2-eye or a 3 in front of him, like what footwork he takes, where he puts his hands, his head. So I definitely say Luke is a guy that I definitely watch close, just trying to eye and see what he does.
Is that one of the biggest transitions to making the jump from high school to college on the offensive line? Just the small things, the steps and hand placement. Things
that was definitely a huge thing when I first got here. Was like there's different footwork for like pretty much every block you got to take. So that's like I think it's the most detailed position on the field because like you just need everything needs to kind of pretty much be perfect in your blocking, like what you do, like how you're taking steps, so hand placement, everything. So yeah.
How do you feel about the footwork?
Oh, it's good. Yeah. I'd say it's good.
You mentioned left guard. Is that a position you see yourself sticking with, or is that just kind of where it's starting for you?
I mean, I could see myself sticking at left guard, but I mean, I could play pretty much anywhere, like obviously in the interior. But but right now it's just been left guard, so that's kind of just how I think we're gonna finish it like that during spring. But I don't know.
Jake, you had the opportunity to watch those bowl games firsthand and kind of get that experience on what it's like to be part of a championship roster. What was kind of the biggest thing you took away from that whole couple weeks experience?
Yeah, I would say definitely like watching all those bowl games and the national championship, just watching like how the guys carried themselves, like how they, like the preparation it took to get ready for that, just how they go about their days, like what they're doing when they're out here practicing, how they practice. So it was pretty much just like kind of just feeding off of them, like what they're doing. I kind of got a glimpse to see like what it takes to kind of get to a stage like that, just how to act and stuff and work.
All right, Jake. Thank you very much.
Good. Appreciate
Thanks,
you
Jake.
guys.
Yeah, going.
Jake.